everyone, it's Rosemae, and you're watching Partum Love, helping you become the very best that you can be. And today, I am here with Ivy.
Hi.
Hello. From Missouri.
Yes.
Welcome to New York.
Here.
Okay, so, wow, what's one of the hardest things you've been through recently that you didn't think you could get through, or you maybe had a tough time going through? And what were some of the things that helped you through it?
Well, as you mentioned, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, so I moved out into New York City about 2 years ago. And that was fresh out of college, literally like a month after I graduated out of college. I was like, I'm gonna move to New York, I'm gonna get a job, blah blah blah. And it was a very hard transition because I've never paid bills before. I never paid rent. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yes.
And so moving to a new city and learning adulthood was a very hard transition.
So basically moving to the city from Missouri to a new city, New York City, that was a big transition.
Yes.
And also having to deal with, you graduate from college and now getting into adulthood.
Yes.
That was a major transition in your life.
It was a huge, major transition. And like I said before, what helped me the most was my family. Because at first I was really afraid, and my mom was like, hey, if you fail, you can always come back home. You know, if this happens, we can always help you. Like, you're not alone.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest thing about moving out here, was knowing that even though I feel alone, I'm not really alone. You know?
Because you have that support system and that safety net.
Yeah.
That's very, very great that you have that. You have a family to be able to support you. And so, yet and still, it must have still been hard getting into adulthood, even with the support.
It's still hard now. I still have a lot to learn, even though I've been out here for 2 years. Like just recently, I learned that I can't do things the same way I did in college. In college, I used to procrastinate and wait till the last minute to get something done. And this year, I tried to do that, and I ended up failing in the situation.
How old are you, by the way? 24. So you're 24 now. So you've learned not to procrastinate.
Yes.
Don't wait till the last minute to do things.
Don't wait. Don't think you got time to do everything, because really you don't. Like just not so long ago, I was 21. I was doing whatever. I worked twice, and I'm about to be 25 years old in a few months. So
just these important lessons that you're learning as you're growing older and becoming more of an adult.
Things get easier, but you still learn things in the process of growth.
And that was just one of the things you've learned.
Yes.
Okay. How was it hard in other ways? Like how? Okay, so there was a big change of scene moving from Missouri to New York City, and then graduating from college. I'm sure you were probably concerned about what you were going to do. Career-wise, that was another thing that you were worried about.
So a lot of my friends after they graduated, they got jobs. Immediately out of college. A lot of my friends are journalists, so they're news anchors and they're news reporters. And me, I thought I was going to get a job because I had the credentials and I had the support, but I wasn't getting any interviews, like literally no interviews at all.
So you weren't getting any interviews,
no.
But your friends all had jobs. They were doing
salaries. They're financially stable, and I'm like, what is going on?
It's like, what about me?
Yeah, and it made me realize that maybe that's not the path that I'm meant to take, and I'm supposed to get. I don't know. My route is just different than my friend's route, and you can't compare yourself to others.
But at the time, you weren't thinking like that.
Oh no,
you
I was
were probably
thinking like, my degree is worth $120,000. I should get the same thing.
And you were frustrated at first.
Yeah.
Okay. But now looking back, you're more calm and able to kind of.
Yeah, I'm just realizing.
What helps you to cope with that? Having trouble getting interviews and getting, started on your career path, and seeing your friends having an easy, what seems like, because you don't know what they were going through, but what seemed like to you at the time, they had it easier. Well, what helped you to cope with that? Having a bit of a hard time getting your foot in the door career-wise and getting started with your career.
Once again, really my family, because I would talk to my family about how stressed I was about not getting a job, and they're like, "We're so proud of you, though. Like, you moved and you're out there on your own, but you're actually making it, and you're still pursuing your career. Like, even though I'm not in the office, I'm still making films, and I'm still meeting other filmmakers, and I'm still, doing what I want to do at the same time. It's just not exactly what I envisioned. And then what everyone says. I'm not trying to get religious, but sometimes you have plans, but God has a plan for you. So that was
much greater plans than you could possibly even imagine.
Yeah. So it also makes me wonder, okay, I had this thought of having a plan, but maybe that's not what God wants me to have. I don't know, maybe it'll be a better story to tell in the future. Like, oh, I didn't get my dream job, but I met Oprah at a random, I don't know. So yeah, so that's what helped me cope really is my friends and family being behind me and saying like, things are not what you expect, but we are still proud of you regardless, you know? So that was another thing. I feel like I was just being hard on myself.
Yes. So it sounds like also that you kind of came into learning, you kind of got into learning to trust the process
Yeah.
more. At first, you didn't want to hear about process. You wanted now.
Yeah.
Why aren't things going my way now?
I'm a very now person.
And a perfectionist, probably.
Yeah.
Like me. Okay. But it sounds like as you got a little older and with time, you realized things don't work out always the way that you planned.
No.
And there is a process, you know? And what I mean by process is, a period of time where, things are coming together. Like, and it may not come together the way you thought or at the time that you thought it would come together, but just trusting that things will come together.
Yeah.
Trusting the process. But a lot of people say, Ivy, that when they're at that point like you were, and you kind of still are, where you're not really sure about where things are headed. I mean, you have an idea. It's not like you're aimless. You have an idea, you have a plan, but you're still quite not sure about how things are going to turn out. A lot of people feel like that's a really odd place to be, especially when you're young and going into adulthood and, coming of age. It's a very hard place to be because you want certainty.
Yeah.
You want to know. I want answers. Where am I going to be in 5 years? We want that security. Sort of like a safety net, knowing, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is what my life is going to be like. This is what I need to do. But you don't always have it. No one has it all figured out. Life just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
What helps you? What's helping you now through that transition, in that hard spot, in that place of sort of being in the waiting, kind of, if that makes any sense?
That's a really good question.
And even as you get older, there's still a process and there's more to life, more to you in your life,
Because I'm still figuring it out.
What's helping you while, what's helping you not to get so hard on yourself and frustrated?
Because to be honest, I'm still hard on myself.
You are,
Yeah,
about the whole situation and the uncertainty.
Yeah, like I just feel like you should never take it easy on yourself. If you want to be successful, you cannot just ease by.
But there is such a thing as too hard on yourself.
And I'm not too hard on myself. Like I'm not in the mirror calling myself a dummy.
There you go. But right there, you're not too hard on yourself. What helps you to not be too hard on yourself? You're hard enough to be ambitious and do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
But you're not too hard on yourself. If you can get in the frame.
Oh, sorry.
But you're not too hard on yourself.
I'm just in.
What helps you to kind of draw the line and not get crazy with being too hard on yourself?
Sometimes you write to-do lists and you're scratching off things off your to-do list and you're like, wow, I did a lot of stuff today. I can binge watch a show on Netflix now. I don't know. Or you just realize you're human. Like you can't just work yourself too hard. You think about a lot of famous people like Michael Jackson or I forgot his name, but the founder of what's that Caribbean joint? You know what I'm talking about, the Caribbean joint? The Golden Cross? Yes. He committed suicide, He did? Yeah, he did. And you think about people like that and they might have died because they were too hard on themselves. You have to remember that if you want to live a longer life, you have to take it easy on your heart. Black women, we have the highest rate of heart disease in America. And it's because we stress ourselves to the point of death. You know what I'm saying? And you have to really be careful. You have to take care of yourself. Other people aren't going to be checking in on you all the time and seeing if you're okay. And so that's what I keep in mind. If I do feel stressed and I do feel overwhelmed, I step back and I let people know, hey, I need a moment. I'm going to get this project done for you, but I needed some time to relax. I think that's what it is. It's like I'm learning self-care too as an adult. Because when you're younger, you have to bust your butt to get to where you want to go. And I'm realizing that I look back and I realize I didn't live that much because I was working so much. And I think that's what it is now. Just pushing myself to be more relaxed and knowing that things are going to get done. I just have to, I just have to take my time
and take it day by day.
Take it day by day. Yeah,
Take it day by day. Okay, and my last question for you. I'm sure you have times where you're thinking, you know what? Am I really gonna make it? You know, a lot of people get to thinking that way, you know, and it doesn't mean that you don't have faith or you don't, you know, you don't believe in yourself. You could believe in yourself and you could have faith and still have those thoughts from time to time. What helps you when you think, you know, if you think that way, what helps you? Do you have those moments where you feel like, am I going to make it? And just if not that, just worried in general about the future and how it will turn out. What helps you deal with that?
Success is really defined in different ways for other people. You know, people see success in many ways. Like, people think success is money. People think success is buying a new car, you know. So I guess it depends on how you see it. But I do hope that I'm going to make it. But in some ways, you got to congratulate yourself for how far you've been already. Like, I could have been back in St. Louis, you know. And St. Louis is not a bad place to be, but it's just not where I want to be right now.
Yes.
So, I guess I do see things.
And you've learned, it sounds like you're saying you've learned to appreciate
the now.
Yourself, the now and yourself, because you mentioned self-care before, each step of the way.
Yeah.
And you're not necessarily waiting until you accomplish your goals to appreciate yourself and to live in the now and appreciate life in the moment.
Because I know a lot of people that were saying, when I get this job, I'm going to be happy, or when I get this car, I'm going to be happy, and then they're still not happy. So, you know, it's not about the destination. It's always about the journey, you know.
Absolutely. So enjoying the journey. Yes. And what would you say to someone who's in a similar situation as you, who's having a hard time, or maybe they feel like a failure because they're not in the office and they think they should be, or their life doesn't match what they think it should be at this time in their life or at their age? What would you say to someone like that? Or just someone who's having a hard time becoming an adult and what you would say adulting, dealing with bills and more responsibilities in life, you know, just making that transition, you know, what would you say? Based on your experience.
Adulting isn't that bad, and besides, you're going to be an adult for the rest of your life. So get with the program, you know. I am sounding kind of harsh, but let me not say get with the program, but just look at the positives and don't always look at the negatives. There are way more positives than negatives, and if there are negatives, find a way to change it. And I think that's what I would say.
Do what you can.
Do what you can with what you have.
And appreciate yourself now. Don't wait until things happen the way you would like or your goals get accomplished for you to appreciate yourself, because you are important and you should value every small step you take towards moving higher and reaching forward. So definitely. Until next time, I'm Rosemae and this is Ivy. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you found this video inspiring, and I hope that it brings you closer to becoming the very best that you can be. Until next time, take care.
That's a good idea.
Thank you, Ivy.